I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back to Riverdale High School. We are here to pick up a game that has been delayed. What, John? It's going to wind up being about a 3-hour rain delay, isn't it?
Yeah, and first one I know of that I didn't have to stay around.
Well, that's true.
And come back.
So we're going to pick up the baseball championship game here in Single A with Eagleville and Richland. The game is 5-3 Eagleville, top of the second inning, and we've completed one full inning here. Definitely had several little gully washers, but for the last few moments it's been dry. So we can hope that this continues. As you go along, John, what do you do after a 3-hour rain delay? I mean, I would expect that there might be some changes, especially on the mound. But, I mean, as thin as everybody is now, I don't know what you can do.
We'll just have to go out there and see. But now 3 hours is a long time to sit and not to be effective as a pitcher. I don't know. They're a weird bunch anyway, pitchers, So,
well, it's not like we went like 4 or 5 innings and had the delay either, though.
But then again, it may be a point where you don't have any choice. I mean, you only have so many pitchers with pitch counts left that have some pitches left, so they may not have any choice. And it's already 5-3, and we're in the first inning, so that's an indication that might be a high-scoring game. Well, or then again, it can come back, everybody's flat, and they don't score again.
That's true, too. You never know. They were kind of all jacked up for that earlier, and I was thinking about Richland especially. They had their starting pitcher, Witt, who left after just pitching a third of an inning and gave up all 5 of the runs to Eagleville. And so then one kid comes in and issues a walk, but then struck out in a flyout to get out of the inning. But you've already kind of burned one guy already, only a third of an inning here on a day. You know, it's not like softball when you get to, re-enter and that kind of thing.
Right. I mean, right now it's just kind of a crapshoot. I mean, it really is. And it takes a little luck to win a state tournament, too. I think many coaches that have won it will tell you somebody rises to the top and has a performance that you're not expecting, you're not anticipating. And so adrenaline may be pumping. It's just crazy. I mean, really.
Well, I hope they can get back up for it. The crowd certainly is, and the local restaurants probably had a lot of these folks. Richland is down in Linville, which is south of Columbia and north of Pulaski, so it's not like they could go home and come back. So, they've probably stayed around. The restaurants probably made some pretty good lunch money today.
Yeah, well, I know one thing. I've talked to a couple of fans out here. They don't want to come back. This is we stay till the very end, the bitter end. Don't want to come back tomorrow or anything like that. So every effort's going to be made, I think, and I feel confident. Well, I feel confident that we'll get the game in.
Well, the sooner the better. They said, tentatively 4 o'clock. But all the teams were back by, about 3:15 or so at least. And they've done their infield, and they announced a start time of 3:35. So we're just a few minutes from that here and actually get to do a pregame show brought to you by the law offices of John Day. A real quick Rick's Barbecue County Roundup while we were gone. They also made some changes to softball, and it affects our broadcast plans for tomorrow as well. We had hoped the original games were 3 and 5:30 at MTSU. Now they have moved to 2 different turf fields, one being here at Riverdale softball and the other being at Shelbyville Central. And tomorrow, Stewart's Creek will play in the 12:30 game here at Riverdale up on the softball field. So that's where they will play tomorrow, again at 12:30. But Eagleville goes to Shelbyville Central to play McEwen, and that's a 10 a.m. game. And being in 2 different locations in 2 different counties, actually, that kind of forces us to make a choice. And so we're going to do the Stewart's Creek game tomorrow at 12:30. So just one game. Hopefully we'll have one state champion to talk about, and, maybe 2 after Eagleville today and Eagleville softball, and then see if Stewart's Creek softball can make it the trifecta. Right now, we're lossless, if you will, here in Spring
We've got
Fling.
a chance to sweep, really, sweep it.
Well, I guess we should take a look at the starting lineups here real quick. Eagleville is the home team, so I'll give you the Richland lineup once again. Gavin Schrader, first baseman. Number 23 will bat first, batting second. Camden Drake, the catcher. And some of these defensive positions may be changed from the original, so just know that. Jamison Andrews playing second and batting third. It's Tucker Mayo in left field, batting fourth. Batting in the 5-hole, Gage Witt, the DH now. He was the starting pitcher, but pitched only a third of an inning. Jack Jackson, the shortstop, will bat sixth. Batting seventh, Will Shirey, the third baseman. In right, it's Brigham Warsham in the 8-hole, and the ninth hitter in the lineup for Richland is Emerson Nelson, the center fielder. So Schrader, Drake, Andrews, Mayo, Witt, Jackson, Shirey, Warsham, and Nelson. So we'll continue with our starting lineups from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. And I have to issue my apologies to Carter Blair, the starting pitcher for Eagleville. I had his name transposed and when I was doing the lineup. So it's Carter Blair batting first and on the mound. About to see him in just a second here in the top of the second inning. Sam Dodd will bat second. He's the DH. Brody Gleason in left field will bat third, batting fourth. And in the cleanup spot, Wyatt McDougal, the third baseman. Drake Rimaniski will play right field and bat fifth. Adrian Severi batting sixth and playing center. Batting seventh, Kelton Freeze, the shortstop. Batting eighth will be Junior Duke, the second baseman. Jackson Nichols will bat in the 9-hole and play first. And the Mason Spears is catching, but they're DHing for him. So your Eagleville lineup is Blair, Dodd, Gleason, McDougal, Rimaniski, Severi, Freeze, Duke, and Nichols. Now, Richland, just to give you kind of a recap of the first inning, Richland got off to a thunderous start. Gavin Schrader doubled after a bunt out to the pitcher, Jamison Andrews walked, and Tucker Mayo delivered a 3-run home run to put them up 3-0. After back-to-back hits from Witt and Jackson, the double play really was a big out in the inning. With that bunt out earlier, that ended the inning as Will Shirey hit into the 6-4-3 double play. Eagleville came right back, and after getting Carter Blair aboard on an error by the pitcher and a fly out to center field by Sam Dodd, Brody Gleason singled, and then Wyatt McDougal drove them all in with a 3-run home run to make it 3-0, or 3-3 at that point. But the hitting continued. Rimaniski aboard with a walk, and then an RBI double by Adrian Severi drove him in, I guess. I've got that. I think that's right. Then a walk by Freeze, a strikeout by Duke, and Nichols with a fly out to center field is how the first inning went for the Eagleville Eagles. So I guess a few stats from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, as well as our friends at Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air.
Looks like the crowd is about as big as it was when we left. We may have dropped off a few, but right now it looks like we've got about the same crowd we had. So
we don't have as many fans around us right now.
No,
as we
but
did.
that'll change if it rains.
Yeah.
We are going to start now the top of the second. So Worsham and Nelson will be the first two hitters in the top of the order, and Schrader for Richland.
There's going to be another meeting here with the coaches and the umpires to get this thing going again. This should be brief. I don't think they'll have to do the entire thing, but we've got, a 6-man officiating crew here, too, so they've got it covered every angle.
Every bag, every foul line.
Yeah. You get that in the championship games. John, I mentioned this earlier with Eagleville. You know, this is where they won their first. And I guess that's been, 5 years ago, because this is their fifth trip to the championship game. And so this field has a little bit of I guess, good vibes for them.
Yeah, some history was made here, and we were here about 100 degrees one day on a Sunday. Had a lot of rain that week, and I think it was like 94 when we came out here in this same place we're at right now.
Yep.
Sitting right here.
We've had some
So
really
we
good
didn't have
weather.
any cover.
3 of the last 5 years, though, we've had bad weather, but hopefully we're going to have enough to get this one in, and hopefully an Eagle victory as the Eagles take to the outfield, and Carter Blair on the mound, and here to take
hold off on that.
It's a new pitcher?
Yeah,
It is a
Aiden
new-
Davis.
Yep. All right, so a new pitcher for Eagle.
He'll still bat. I don't know exactly where they put him, but I'm sure Blair will bat. Well, he's a designated hitter probably. No, Dodd is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Have to wait and see.
We'll have to see where they put him, but he's finishing his warm-up tosses, Aiden Davis, and we'll send it over to John now to pick up the play-by-play story.
All right, here we go. I'm still trying to find Carter Blair. But anyway, Aiden Davis on the mound, a right-hander, getting in his warm-up tosses. I do know the infield. They're going to have McDougal at third, Freeze at second, Duke at second, Freeze at short, and Nichols is at first base. Mason Spears behind the plate. Sam Dodd is the designated hitter. I know Gleason's in left and Reminiski's in right, and Severi should be in center if everything stays the same.
All right, so Blair went to left field, John.
All right.
See if there are any other changes.
Where did Gleason go anywhere?
Gleason is now at second base.
Okay. That should take care of it. So the batting order will stay the same basically with that. And here comes Worsham to lead off here. It's 5-3 Eagle. A 5-run first for Eagle, a 3-run first for Richland.
It's Jacob Sweeney on the mound. I think I said the number 4 for Richland.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I did.
Yeah, so Jacob Sweeney
Okay.
on the mound for Eagle.
Well, luckily I hadn't put anybody's name in there yet. So. And the first pitch is a ball. And, of course, people like to stand exactly where in front of that scoreboard.
Yeah.
Worsham's a right-handed batter, and the pitch to him outside, 2-0. I don't know how many arms that Coach Bassham has down there, but he felt pretty comfortable with it so far when I talked to him earlier. Pitch, did he go? They say no. And it's 3-0.
That one, Sweeney got up there at about 82 miles an hour, so.
Well, as good a hitting team as it is, we don't need walks. And he did walk him. That's the first walk, so a fresh start for him, for Sweeney. And a runner at first base. And nobody out. There's Emerson Nelson, the center fielder. Left-handed batter steps in there. Tying run at the plate already. We're in the second. Sweeney checks that runner at first. And the wind and the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1.
Get that first one across, maybe that's a good omen.
He's got a good arm. He throws hard. No balls and a strike. Throw over. Runner, the ball gets by. And that's going to get him to second.
May get him to third. No.
That'll be an E1. And now the runner at second, that's Worsham. And Nelson, the batter, he's got one strike on him. I was thinking he might be looking to bunt, but no indication of that right now.
That ball just kept drifting away and away and away from Nichols. He did a good job to even get to it as far as that ball was overthrown.
0-1 right now to Nelson, Emerson Nelson. And now Sweeney steps off as Emerson Nelson calls time. Nelson back in there now. And the pitch. Pitch is a little high, a little change up. Stayed up. Ball and a strike. You know, the last time I said we're very overcast, it came
I know.
a storm, so I'm not going to say anything.
Let's not even talk about the weather.
Oh, yeah. You and not talk about the weather. The pitch. Swung on, foul, back out of play. And 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Nelson. Top of the order coming up next. They sent up seven hitters the first time up in that first inning. Spears gives a sign.
Trying to set up Sweeney a little lower here.
The pitch. Swung on, a high fly ball to center field to make the shortstop. I lost that ball, to be honest with you. But it's a shortstop pop-up. Caught out there by Freeze, and there's one away. Big out, regardless of whether I knew where it was or not.
Well, if folks only knew what we're trying to see through and see through people and everything, but we're just glad to be here in a championship game.
Well, the lights are on. They've had them on since the rain came earlier. Oh, I talked about it again.
Man.
Here's Schrader, doubled his first time up and scored. You do your home run, you do your scoring different than I do.
know, I'm sorry.
I don't like that. Pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, I color-coded, but you didn't get the color-coded. You just kind of got
I just don't like it at all, Brian, but it is neat, very neat. Needless to say, he scored. I know you keep the runs that way. That's good. Don't have to count. Boy, you thought about that a lot, didn't you? You put a thought in your card. There's a drive into right center field. Not deep enough. The wind's going to hold it. And the throw in, not in time, but there's 2 away. Now, here's the situation. This morning there was relatively no wind.
Yeah.
Now there is, so that could be benefit to Eagleville.
Now, number 5,
But the wind is still coming out of the south, John. You can see how fast the clouds are moving, and the American flag just to our left is straight out to the outfield. So
you get one to left, I think you might have a shot, but not that way. 2 out. Here's Drake. Bunted his first time up. Sacrifice bunt.
be nice to get one more out here.
Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, no strikes.
Spears up quick, and
there's rumor, I don't know if it's true, but Coach Bassham said that he would use you if he got down to it. You had some eligibility left.
You know, that would be a huge mistake.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The pitch. Swung on. There's a shot through the left side and a base hit. Is he going to score? Yes, it is. The throw comes in, and it's 5-4. Big hit there for Drake. Single and an RBI. So they get 1 run back here.
At bat, number 3, Jamison Andrews.
And here's Andrews. He walked his first time up and also scored. I really would like to get him out before we have to face Mayo with runners on.
Yes. Don't want to give Mayo that opportunity. Let him sit and wait and think.
So the walk hurt. Pitch is high. Error hurt.
Yeah, that cost an extra base, and that extra base allowed Worsham to be in scoring position to come on in.
Yeah, and he was going on 2 outs, so he got in easily. Sweeney checking that runner. Here's the pitch, not going. Swung on, base hit to right. Reminiski up with it, going to hold the runners to first and second. So 2 out damage here.
Well, the scout from earlier, and I know that's been a long time ago, but we knew that this Richland team was one that is really hitting strongly right now.
It's 5-4 right now. We're just in the second. Eagle leading. That's in jeopardy right at the moment. Sweeney from the stretch, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1, way out in front.
Yeah, he took about 10, 15 miles an hour off that pitch right there that came across at 72. Kind of fooled him a bit.
He was looking fastball all the way. The pitch into the dirt, tried to do the same thing. Missed that time. Count even at a ball and a strike. 2 out, 2 on here in the second inning. 5-4 Eagleville.
If Eagleville can keep this 1-run advantage and get back out there on offense, that would be huge in this game.
Sweeney checks those runners and the pitch to the plate. Strike. Caught that outside corner, and he's got Mayo in a hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now let's don't give him anything too cute here. Try to make him chase. Tucker Mayo with a 3-run homer in the first. Well, this crowd gets quiet here. And the pitch. Outside. That was a good pitch, really.
Trying to make him chase, like you said, and Mayo didn't bite. I was going to say you had a pitch to work with here, but now it's 2-2.
Well, this is the pitch he's got to make right here. This is when you're 2-2. You don't want to go full with him. Make a good pitch. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that ball is foul down the right field line.
And you got to watch Drake down there at second because he was already almost to third.
Well, they can go with the crack of the bat. That's the problem. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. The pitch. There it is. Changeup, caught him looking. First strikeout for Sweeney, and that was a big one. They do get 1 run on 2 hits. There was a walk, an error, and 2 left. We go now to the bottom of the second. Eagleville still has the lead, 5-4 over Richland here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
It's Brian, and as a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, let me tell you how they can show up for you. Whether I need help navigating a financial decision or just a question, I know I can pick up the phone and talk to someone who's right here in our community. In a world that's becoming more impersonal every day, it's good to know that First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is always there with real people who care.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Want to say hello to good neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack as well. Offices at 805 South Church Street, near the post office there. Dana Womack at 615-900-0877. And it's going to be Jamison Andrews back out on the mound here for the Richland Raiders. And, John, there are no defensive changes for Richland at this point. 5-4, Eagleville up.
I can't tell you how excited I am to hear that.
Well, I've got the old game changer up, so at least we'll, not being in the press box, that sometimes makes it a little harder to know of the changes.
Eagleville with 5 runs in that first inning. I'd like to get 5 more here in this inning. It'll be optimum.
Well, batted around the first inning, so maybe we can do it again.
Number 8, Carter Blair.
Carter Blair is going to lead it off. He reached on an error back in the first. Blair stands back in there, and Andrews ready for the first pitch. Here it is. Low, a ball, 1 ball, no strikes.
Didn't see too much of Andrews. He did finish the 2/3 of an inning in the first.
1-0, there's a shot. Oh, stopped by the shortstop. Not going to get him. Yep. He's safe. It's an infield single.
John Jackson kind of held that ball for a half a second. If he could have made a clean throw, I think he might have had Blair. But
Well, that would have been highway robbery if he'd have thrown him out, because that was a really good play. But Blair with those legs of his beat it out. Here's Sam Dodd, fly to center field deep his first time up. Sam's a pitcher, but he has had some arm injuries, so he's just batting. The pitch is a strike called outside corner, 0-1.
Blair just got the 4th hit for Eagleville.
Runner at first, nobody out. A good start here for the second. There's another pitch in there for a strike. People up in the balcony up there.
People
We
everywhere.
got to do a game from up there sometime. Pitch is high. We make everybody mad though, because well, no, they have to stand anyway. It wouldn't make anybody mad.
Right.
They couldn't lean over the pole though.
They would have been happy if we had this 10 up there today, though.
Yes, they would have.
I don't think I could have strong-armed it up the steps, though, myself.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch to Dodd. There's a shot to short. Throw the second one on to first. Safe. Beat it out. Jackson to Shirey. And Dodd was able to beat it out. So a fielder's choice for Sam. And he's down there at first.
Up next, number 13, Brody Gleason.
And here's Brody Gleason singled back in the first. I say back in the first. Well, 3.5 hours
It was,
ago.
yeah. That's about how long that rain delay was. Probably a touch longer, to be honest with you.
One out and the pitch. Swung on and missed to Gleason. And it's 0-1. Outside. A ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the bottom of the second. Throw over. Runner is back. Well, that was bang bang at first, wasn't it, on that?
On the
Double play attempt.
Almost have been a double play.
Sam just beat that out.
Well, he was hustling to get there.
Pitch swung on, popped foul back this way, out of play. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Gleason would be followed by McDougal, and we know what he did his first time up. Let's see if Dodd, they send him. Gets the sign, the pitch. Popped up again, but back to the screen, stays alive. I tell you, I keep thinking about last year in the MTCS, at MTCS, and Eagle the crowd just overtook that place.
Yeah, it was
Had
another
a parade and everything.
special moment.
Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Thing I remember is they had donut holes.
But not anymore. You wouldn't think about that now.
No. They were still good. They were donut country, so.
2-2 pitch. High. They almost have the runner, do they? No. He got back. Wow, I don't know how he got back. Unbelievable.
Well, Dodd just
Because
slid.
he went halfway.
I know. I was really worried there. He must have just slid under the tag.
It's a full count. We'll see if he goes now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to the plate. Outside, it's ball. Or did he swing? Yeah, he swung and missed. Sorry. So it's a strikeout. That's the second for Andrews. Dodd does get the second.
Get off the top of the building on the Richland side.
And Wyatt McDougal, the batter.
Up to bat, number 18, Wyatt McDougal.
Some Richland fans were just admonished from the top of the building.
Yeah, that's probably not a safe place to be.
We're standing on the
They're on the roof, aren't they?
yeah.
Pitches up inside, 1 ball, no strikes, trying to brush McDougal back a little bit. Wyatt hit a 3-run homer in the first.
Please step off of the top of the building. Thank you.
And that kind of disrupts the batter a little bit. I think they just need to go try to get somebody to go over there and get them. Here's the wind and the pitch outside. And it's 2-0. I don't know that they're going to pitch much to Wyatt here. Reminisky would be next. Right-handed hitter steps back in there. They're checking the runner at second. The pitch. That took change up there, was in there. A real pretty pitch.
Yeah, 69 miles an hour on that one.
2-1.
Took forever to get there.
Andrews again checking Dodd down at second. The pitch. Swung on and a fly ball, pretty well hit. Under it, though, is Nelson, and he's got it. And the inning is over. McDougal flies out to center. No runs for Eagleville. 1 hit, and they had a stolen base in there, and they strand 1. We've completed 2. It's Eagleville 5 and Richland 4 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And our game today brought to you in part by JHA Company, Rutherford County Schools, Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, and Lascassas Feed Supply. It's State Farm Prep Sports on WGNS and Big G TV, bringing you the Class Single A Baseball Championship game for the 5th year in a row for the Eagleville Eagles. Tomorrow, it'll be the second appearance for Stewart's Creek in the softball championship game. They'll take on the Lady Rebels of Maryville. 12:15 airtime. That is a change, and that game will be at Riverdale here at the softball facility. John?
Gage Witt's going to lead it off. He singled his first time up. It'll be Witt, Jackson, and Shirey. First 3 hitters here to face Sweeney. Gave up a run in the second. A walk and an error really hurt in that inning. The pitch, way high, 1 ball, no strikes.
I have spent more time on Team Up this week. That's what we do for our scheduling.
Changes by the hour. That one's high, 2-0.
I couldn't imagine, though, trying to run a softball, a baseball, a soccer turn, all of the things that go into spring fling with what we've had to deal with weather-wise this week.
And the pitch. Here's a strike. And it's 2-1. Oh, you could do it.
Well, you just have to put people in charge that let them handle certain aspects of it. No one could be over all of that.
The wind and the 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled away over to the Richland side. Did they get the guy off the roof?
I think the guy on the roof just caught that fly ball.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, there'll be an announcement here before long if he is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch coming up here. Try to get him to chase a changeup, and it's full. This kind of game, you probably have somebody warming up in the bullpen every inning. It doesn't matter, just in case. Three-two to Witt. Here it is. Inside, he walked it. Second walk for Witt, or second walk for Sweeney, that is.
Unfortunately, they've had the leadoff person aboard here every inning.
Jack Jackson, the shortstop, singled back in the first.
We're kind of fighting the wind a little bit here, too. Now, that's a change from earlier today.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. Bouncer through the right side and a base hit. Witt is going to hold at second as Reminitsky gets it in, and it is a single. And this is very eerily similar to the last inning.
Now at bat, number 33, Will Shirey.
There's Will Shirey, bounced into a 6-4-3 double play. I would love to have that again, really.
Boy, a double play ball would be sweet.
He's 0 for 1. 5-4 Eagleville. If you just joined us, we're in the top of the third. And there's nobody out. The pitch. Low. 1 ball, no strike. Sweeney wanted that one. It was in a pretty good location.
The eerily similar, at least we had one out before or 2 outs before the hit started coming, so need to get an out.
Well, I was trying to be positive.
Yeah.
The 1-0 pitch. Bunts it. Good bunt. Only play to first, and he is retired. 3-4. On that bunt. Gets Witt to third. And
Now,
Jackson
44,
to
Brigham
second.
Worsham.
It had to be a good bunt to the first. It had to go to the first base side because Witt is not a great runner, not a lot of speed, and they did it perfectly. So Shirey gets his job done. Here's Brigham Worsham. Walked back in the second.
The only chance you had at Witt is if the bunt was down the third base side.
Stretch in the pitch. Breaking pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Runners at second and third. Strikeout would be nice here. Pitch swung on. Bouncer lined out to second. And it's 2 away. Almost tried to get the runner picked off. I had to guess at that play.
You guessed just right.
I did, didn't I? Because I couldn't see.
I was
Number 1.
from where we are, we're having to look through a net and chain link fence, and sometimes catching the ball off the bat
and people
is a problem. Yeah, and people, yeah. I don't know why that's such a popular spot. If only I had cones.
The good thing about the line out, everybody had to stay put. And here's the number 9 hitter, Nelson. If you get him, you can get out of this. Pitch, high, 1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, I would rather not go back to the top of the order right now.
Sweeney. No need to check the runner, so they're not going anywhere. The pitch swung on and missed. Threw some heat there. That was 81. That's single A pitcher throwing 81, not bad. Right now, it's not only a matter of holding them, but it's innings that you eat.
Correct.
It's really big. You stay away from the big inning. Pitch is low. 2 balls and a strike.
If you hold them to the biggest inning being the first,
yeah,
then hopefully have a big inning yourself.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sweeney getting the encouragement from the fans for sure. As Nelson steps back in there ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. The pitch. Swing and foul back. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Here we go. Sweeney gets the sign he wants from Spears. And the pitch. Boy, he wanted that one. Only thing I can think of, maybe a tad high. As they say in the old days, give him the heater.
Don't want to lose him here.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on, lined in the center, and in for a base hit. Witt's going to score. They're going to hold the runner at third. So Witt scores. Jackson goes to third. Nelson at first with a single and an RBI.
Up next, number 23.
Well, unfortunately, it takes us back to the top of the order here, and we need to get a quick out.
Well, we're tied up at 5. And the batter is Schrader, doubled and flied out. Flied out pretty deep the last time up. Sweeney with the wind and the pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes. That pitch he's struggling with, trying to hit that outside corner on a left-handed hitter. Runner at first, a runner at third. A run is in. It's a 1 ball, no strike count to Schrader. The pitch. Inside, 2-0.
What a great stop there by Spears. That ball gets away, another run scores.
Yeah, there's a lot of foul territory here, more than most. He's falling behind now to Schrader. Got to be careful here. He checks that runner at first. And he comes to the plate. Strike called. Well, if he'd have given him that one about 3 batters earlier, we wouldn't have been in this situation, right? That was the same spot.
Sure looked like it.
2 balls and a strike. I don't want to get kicked out of the tournament, though. They might. Maybe they need 2 umpires behind home plate. No,
that would,
you know.
Or that robot.
Yeah. Swung on, shot to short. Free's going to have to hurry. Does he have him? Oh. No. He gets by. Another run is in. They're going to send Nelson as well. And it's 7-5. I don't think Freeze gets him. So I'm going to give him a single, but also an error on the throw.
Do you give him 1 RBI?
Yes, because I think he was coming anyway. Well, 7-5 now.
Now up, number 5, Cam Drake.
Cam Drake, the batter, single, drove in a run. He's also bunted.
That would be the first error for Eagle.
3 runs on 3 hits. There's been an error and one of those walks again. Runner at second now. And I've said this before, still 2 out.
Yeah, I got to limit the damage here. Get out of the inning.
paying close attention now to Schrader up there. The pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen, 0-1. Been a long inning for Sweeney. 7th batter of the inning.
Eating up a lot of pitches, too.
Here's the pitch. Into the dirt. Good stop by Spears again. And it's 1-1.
Also think about that. I mean, you need to get it over and limit the number of pitches because, honestly, we have no idea how many he's got in the tank.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Checks the runner again, 1-1 pitch. Bunted, and it is foul. And he's ahead now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schrader comes back to second. Everybody regroups. Drake's a pretty good bunter. He was successful in the first inning. He was trying to get on base that time, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind blows that uniform top of Sweeney. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Sweeney gets out of it. But not before a 3-run score on 3 hits. There was a walk, an error in there, and we strand 1. We are going now to the bottom of the 3rd. It's new score. It's Richland 7 and Eagleville 5 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
Well, yeah, I'll be right there.
It takes all of us to power a community, both in plain sight and behind the scenes. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game of State Farm Prep Sports brought to you in part by Rutherford County Schools, where education goes beyond the classroom. Through innovative career pathways and award-winning academics, students are gaining the skills needed for college and future careers. That's the RCS difference. Discover the opportunities at rcschools.net.
Oh, that's a handful. Wow.
I thought I did that okay.
Did it really great. Get it in and everything. Drake Reminiski, the leadoff hitter here in the 3rd, and the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. Drake walked his first time up and scored the 4th Eagleville run. We find ourselves trailing now, though, 7-5. The wind and the pitch. Strike called. Got a little interesting tale. My granddaughter and Drake were in the same babysitter.
Oh, wow.
From I guess babies till they left. There's a line drive base hit, went the other way with it. Good start here for Eagleville. But they've been in school together since at least, she went to Wilson with me for a year, but most of the time they've been one of the babysitters together.
That's a cool story.
Adrian Severi doubled his last time up, scored the 5th run. So maybe we get something started here. Nobody out. One runner on. The pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Andrews hasn't given up a run as of yet. Pitch swung on, popped up, out of play, back this way.
He's only given up, Reminiski's hit was just the second. John, the things have gotten so crazy with the scheduling of spring fling. This is the first time this has happened.
There's a strike, and that was a good pitch.
The Division II AA softball championship game between Chattanooga Christian and Chattanooga Baylor is being moved to UT Chattanooga tomorrow.
Wow.
So it'll be out of the city.
It's getting further and further away, isn't it? Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
But a really good idea there because you've got 2 Chattanooga teams playing in it, so they don't have to travel.
Right.
They can actually go home. So that's a really good, smart move.
2-2, the count, the pitch. Swung on and missed for the changeup. And Severi is a strikeout victim. That's his 3rd. And here's Freeze. Kelton walked his first time up in the first inning.
Up next, number 22, Kelton Freeze.
John Eagle playing from behind now, so you've got to start thinking about we need base runners, we need hits, we need runs.
Throw over. Reminiski is close, but he got back.
I think his cleats got hung up in the turf.
I think so too.
Because he stumbled and that almost cost him.
You do realize if we didn't have turf fields some around here, we would not be playing today.
You're not kidding.
That outfield, for one thing, would be terrible. Pitch is out inside a ball.
Well, the changes in softball are proving that even. They have turf fields in Smyrna, and they've been utilized all week, but they're not available tomorrow. So that's why they're having to use Riverdale and Shelbyville, the only 2 turf softball fields in the area, and UTC now.
The pitch. Breaking pitch gets away. That's a break. Wild pitch. Drake goes down to second. And I don't think you can wait for the big inning here, Brian. You got to chop away, chip away a little bit at a time.
Well, you never know how that big inning starts.
Yeah, and you get this run in, cut it to 1. It's falling behind now, 2-0. The pitch high, 3-0 to Freeze.
Well, when you see a little chink in the armor, you want to take advantage of this 3-0 count here.
The pitch. Strike called. I bet you could go to Eagleville today and get into any restaurant without any wait.
They're not even stopping at the stoplight.
No, probably not.
There are tumbleweeds blowing around City
3-1. There's a base hit to center field. Let's see if they send Reminiski. I don't think they will, and runners are at first and third. Drake had to wait a little bit. The thing was line drive. He couldn't commit himself. So he's at third, and Freeze with a solid single to center. Second hit of the inning.
Next up,
and here's J.R. Duke.
Sweeney.
This is going to be Sweeney.
Yeah, that's right. We made the change. Seven to 5 is our score. Richland on top. Andrews in a bit of problem for Richland. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Sweeney's got a chance to help himself here. Throw over, runner back. Nichols would be next. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike call with the knees. 0-1. It got really dark for a minute, but now it's lightened up a little bit again. I know, don't talk about the weather.
Thought you were just
I'm
talking
gonna
about
make you
the
look
mood
at your
lighting.
radar, aren't you? Runner going. Throw down, way off the mark, and they've got Reminiski now tied up. He tries to get out of it, and he gets tagged. It's almost like a double steal attempt, but it backfired on Eagleville. So Rimaniski's caught stealing. Going down to second is Freeze. And they're 2 away. And Sweeney's still the batter.
And it also takes away a run just 90 feet away.
Andrews, the pitch to the plate. Swung on, fouled away.
John, they were trying the double steal and see if they could commit to second and be able to squeeze in at home, and then Rimaniski just didn't get as good of a start, I guess.
The pitch, breaking pitch in there, strike 3 called. Andrews survives the 3rd inning. No runs, 2 hits. There's a wild pitch in there and 2 left. We've played 3. It's Richland 7, Eagleville 5 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
We fulfill all your tax preparation needs from individual returns to corporations and handle any of those scary letters you may get from the IRS.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
I'm State Farm Agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
Good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack bringing you this half inning, located on West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer out there. Andy Womack, he's been there for decades. 615-890-0850. And don't forget, you can check the podcast at wgnssports.com. Sir Pizza sponsors those podcasts of games, shows, audio, video from regular season, and all the coaches shows we've done over the years. Find it at wgnssports.com. And Sir Pizza's ready to feed your family here on a Friday night on East Main, South Church, and Memorial.
Jamison Andrews going to lead off here, the top of the 4th. Richland leading 7-5. Tomorrow we'll have Stewart's Creek trying to take the championship there. 12:30, I believe you said.
That's correct. So about a 12:15 airtime.
And that will be right here at Riverdale.
I saw Coach Christy Bingham and others working on stuff. I don't know what they were working on, but they were at the field when we came back.
Well, maybe she's working on our arrival, making sure we feel at home.
Well, I did make sure she knew we would be there.
And you got a thumbs up.
I did. I hope that means good things.
Andrews has singled and walked. And Wine in the pitch. Strike called 0-1. Good opening there for Sweeney.
This week when I ask for, a space and let people know that we're coming, I do make sure that I put a dry place to broadcast in there.
Swung on and missed. Number 2, Andrews going to need a new uniform. I guess he's got a big tear in his.
It's going to eat into the baseball budget.
I'm trying to figure out, like with turf, how hard it is or easy it is to slide. Doesn't seem to, make any difference.
No, we saw Rimaniski get hung up.
There's a swing and a fly ball deep. And the ball is off the wall in left center field. Stand up double, and their hits just keep on coming.
Had hits in every inning, John. They're up to double digits in the hit department
Next
now.
Up, number 10, Tucker Mayo.
And they have Mayo. I'm sorry. They have the leadoff guy aboard every time. 2 doubles.
and 2 walks
And
to start each inning.
Here's public enemy number 1. Mayo hit a 3-run homer back in the first. Struck out in the second. Checking that runner. The pitch. Low. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes. We're about to end a long, long year. Another one in the books we can put in the books.
Yeah.
Sweeney taking a little extra time here. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Mayo will be followed by Witt, then Jackson. The stretch and now the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. He does have a base open that he can put Mayo on. And now we see some action running down in the Eagleville bullpen. The 3-0. Almost hit him. Ball 4. So Mayo is at first with a walk. Third walk for Sweeney. And here's Jackson, or Witt, excuse me. And now the pitching coach going out to talk to Sweeney.
Yeah, I think that's Tanner Mabry going out to have a little conversation, and it's not a pitching change, but Ideas Tees brings you this break in the action. Ideas Tees at 111 East MTCS Road, right across from Middle Tennessee Christian School. If you see the kind of, I guess, teal TSSAA shirts around, those are given to all the volunteers that help and helped put this tournament on here in Murfreesboro and throughout the county. Well, those were done by Ideas Tees and all the TSSAA embroidered shirts. So you can see their work, their handiwork all around. I went over to the headquarters, which is at Sportscom, earlier this week, and I saw hanging up on the wall someone had done one of those quilts with all of the TSSAA shirts from the years, and sent a picture of that to John. Seeing his handiwork all around made a big impact on spring sports, spring fling, and TSSAA. That's Ideas Tees. They can put your logo on anything.
Speaking of clothing, I heard Todd Harris was going to wear something special for the championship game tomorrow.
I don't want to see it myself.
I heard that. I don't know.
It's a moo-moo?
Maybe.
Maybe I need to get us moo-moos.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, me either.
So here's Gage Witt, single and a walk. And the pitch. Strike called, 0-1.
I don't think there's a good spot on a moo-moo to put the Big G logo.
No, well, it'd have to have one.
Yeah.
You said you got compliment on your new.
No, nobody compliments.
Oh.
It's just part of the new apparel
I
line.
did. I think I had a comment.
Oh, you did.
0-1. The wind and the pitch. There's a strike called. 2 strikes on him now. I would love to have a ground ball and turn a double play here. I don't want to be greedy, but.
Oh, Todd Harris must be listening. He's already chickened out.
Oh, so he's just.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
I think it needs to come out tomorrow.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on. He does get a shot to short. And Free's not going to be able to throw anybody out, however. It was deep in the hole, and it's a single, an infield variety, and the bases are loaded with nobody out.
They have had some long balls, John, but they've just been spraying it all around.
Jackson.
Jack Jackson, 2 singles, and a run scored. And he's the number 6 hitter. So full-blown jam here for Sweeney. Jackson, a right-handed hitter. Nowhere to put him. second hit of the inning. The wind and the pitch. Swung on. That might be your double play ball. Flip the second one on to first. No, not in time. A run scores. So Andrews scores. He'll get a chance to catch his breath a little bit. Jackson gets an RBI on the fielder's choice. And Witt is forced out at second. And Coach Bassham is out, but I don't know what this is about, but he is not going to talk to the pitcher.
He may be pulling somebody in from the outfield to come
maybe.
into.
They did have some action down there.
He had something to say to the umpire, second base umpire.
Runner at first and third now. There is one out. 8-5 as a run scores on that fielder's choice. Give Jackson an RBI.
I wonder if that was something about maybe interference or something. I don't know.
It didn't look like he was upset about anything, though, did it?
No, not really.
The run is in. We do have one out. We've got runners on the corners. And here's Will Shirey. He did ground into a double play.
You could certainly use it again.
Then bunted. Was retired on 3-4. Put out. Crowd rooting Jacob Sweeney on. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, chopped to third. They're going to go home with it. They got him in a rundown. And they tag him out. Runner stops over at second. That's Jackson. But the out is made. And the rundown at third. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Brigham Worsham. Will Shirey will be down at first on the fielder's choice. Goes 5-2 to 5. So it's a little better situation. 2 out now, with 2 on, runners at first and second. That's Jackson and Shirey on the bases for Richland. And here's Worsham lined out, and he has reached on a walk. And there's a line drive out, and the inning is over. It could have been worse, Brian.
Yes, it sure could have.
They get 1 run on 2 hits. There was another walk, and they strand 2. And we played 3.5. We're going to the bottom of the 4th now. Let's go Eagles. They're trailing 8-5 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Auctions are easy, fast, and profitable.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They walk you through it. It's been my experience. What I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Call Parks Auction and Realty or visit parksauction.com.
Clark's Auction Company will get you top dollar for your property.
Parks Auction Company, committed to auction excellence.
Sold it to you, 27.5.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
And our coverage of the Class Single A State Championship Baseball game brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Lee Colvin, and Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. From TSSAA, due to the conditions at Oakland, the Class 4A Baseball Championship game is now being moved to Siegel, and they'll play it at the conclusion of the 3A game this afternoon. So rain has caused, even with a turf field, problems at Oakland, so they're moving the 3A game to Siegel now.
Wow.
The hits just keep on coming, don't they?
Jackson Nichols going to lead it off. The number 9 hitter in the lineup for Eagleville, left-handed batter. He flied to center field his first time. The first pitch is swung on, a high chopper to first. He's got to wait for it. Going to flip it. He's safe. He beat it out. It was going to be bang, bang, and Jackson with that hustle, just like he did in basketball, gets on. It's an infield hit. So another good start for the Eagles.
Well, Eagleville needs a big inning here, down by 3 runs.
Yeah, you can't really play around now. You got up to that 3-run mark. Here's Carter Blair, a single and reached on an error. He's scored a run. The wind and the pitch to him. That's a strike called. Andrews, he's worked pretty much every inning. He did come in the first. Tried to bunt, holds it back, and it's 1-1. So far, Andrews has worked with a lot of traffic on base and has been able to avoid run scoring. And the pitch is low. 2-1. Take another one, Carter. Maybe the one you want. Here's the stretch, a 2-1 pitch. Swung on, chopped foul down the first base line. I can say one thing about Riverdale. It seems to drain very well. They've got a good draining system here.
Yeah. I mean,
it comes all down to where we're standing. We're doing the game.
There is
I realize
spot.
that.
It's you stand in about 3 inches of water back there, or earlier today we did.
2-2 pitch. Outside, he took it, and it's full. Do you feel it, Brian? Do you feel it this inning? I do.
I think this is going to be the inning.
Rally caps. Check the runner at first. Throw over, and he's back easily. Nichols started this inning off with a single. The stretch and the pitch. Line drive into center field. It's going to drop. It gets by him. Nichols is going to have to stop at second. He had to wait because a great effort out there by Nelson. Didn't come up with it, but it kept Nichols at second.
Yeah, if he had caught that ball, he would have to hustle back to first, so he really couldn't stretch it.
So here we go. Sam Dodd, the batter. He has flied to center and reached on a fielder's choice. He's also stolen a base today. Nichols at second. At first is Blair. And the meat of the order is coming up. The pitch by Andrews. Way high. Tried to muscle up on one. And it's high. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 4th. 8-5 Richland. Eagleville trying to make a comeback here. The pitch. High again, 2-0.
And that's going to bring Coach Richland's coach out, Matthew Sakowitz.
Well, we're going to see what he does here, but it doesn't look as if he's going to take him out.
Maybe buying a little time. I can't see the bullpen from here.
You can't see anything from there.
No.
The right fielder hardly can see it. Wall-to-wall people. Couple of words of encouragement, and he'll come back to the dugout. Andrews. Got a 2-0 count to Sam Dodd. Runners are at first and second. I would love a walk, would be nice. Or he's going to get I think he's going to get a pitch to hit here if he wants it. The stretch, 2-0 pitch. He did get a pitch to hit, but he fouls it back. 2-1.
Glad that ball went back and not straight up in the air.
I saw something unfamiliar today. The sun.
It's starting to peek out here in that while.
2-1 to Dodd. Runners get their lead at first and second. Andrews from the stretch, the pitch. Strike called, outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. Almost hit him. Boy. Sam had no way to go, did he? I mean, he just had to duck.
Duck and cover there.
Well, this is going to make it interesting. The count is full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
You don't want to take a 83-mile-an-hour fastball off the knocker.
The stretch, the pitch. Line drive, left field, base hit. They're going to hold Jackson.
Oh, it gets away.
Yeah, but they couldn't. Nichols, I think Coach Bassham maybe even didn't see it at first. Then he hollered at him. By that time, Jackson was already on. It's okay. Don't get thrown out at home. Bases are loaded. Big hit for Sam Dodd.
Well, I don't mind Brody Gleason being up in this spot. Do you?
Nope. Well, they don't pay him, but that's what he gets paid for. Couldn't have a better opportunity. Bases loaded, and your number 3 hitter's up. Brody has struck out and singled. It's 8-5, Richland. There's nobody out. The pitch. Strike called, outside corner. He's been hitting that spot. It's been there all day for him. 0-1. From the stretch, the pitch. High. 1 ball, 1 strike. The crowd is fired up.
Man, there are people everywhere. What a crowd.
Hey, well, he were to hit one over that left field wall, this place would go bananas, wouldn't it?
I'd love to see it.
Pitch is outside, a little bit too far that time. 2-1.
The walk would also work here.
Nichols is at third. Blair is at second. Dodd at first. Nobody out. It's a 2-1 count working in Gleason's favor. The pitch. High again. Now the Richland crowd getting a little nervous.
Well, now Gleason maybe we'll see something that he likes here, even though the count's 3-1.
3-1. Swung on. Fly ball. Right field. Long run for the right fielder. He makes the catch. And not a lot far enough for him to tag up. So Worsham makes the catch. Brody's retired. And it brings up McDougal. 3-run homer. Let's don't put any pressure on him, but let's hit a home grand slam.
You know, why not?
3-run homer in the first, which was at 1. Let's see, what time was that?
About 12:30.
12:30, yeah. 12:20. No, 11. I guess 11 something.
Yeah, you're right.
Pitch to him. He gets under it, fouls it away. No balls and a strike. Boy, if Andrews gets out of this, I'm going to check and see if he's got a rabbit's foot in his pocket. 0-1, here's the pitch, outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Or a lucky Buckeye.
Yeah, Eagleville lead, trailing by 3, 8-5. Richland took the lead back in the 3rd inning. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, swung on, chopped, foul by inches. Oh gosh, he would have run all day for that one. And the count goes 1-2.
Well, Blair, John, was already rounding third, so that would have scored 2 if it stayed fair, but it was just inches, as you said.
Runners get their lead. Andrews from the stretch. The pitch. Reaching. Got lucky. I think he just kind of made contact to cover the base, the plate. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, and that's harder than it sounds.
Yeah.
Just to make contact to stay alive.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. Popped up left side, and coming in and making the catch is Jackson. 2 away, and that wasn't deep enough. So last hope with 2 out and the bases loaded is Drake Reminiski. Walked and scored in the first, singled in the third.
Wonder what's going through Drake's mind right about now.
Hunting, going fishing. He's that kind of kid.
I think they have to fish out that ball from over the left field wall.
Over Stones River down there. The pitch. Almost dropped in there, but it was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Reminiski has a good eye. He walked one earlier. Bases loaded, 2 out. In the Eagleville fourth, they trail 8-5. The pitch. Swung on, fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You watching Coach Bassam too?
No, I'm looking at Drake.
Coach Bassam pretty animated down there at third.
1-1 pitch. Oh, he reached for 1. And it's 2 strikes on him, I believe. Yeah, I think Drake thought it was 3. That's twice now. McDougal got fooled on 1, and so did Reminiski. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Drake steps back in there. Andrews trying to get out of a major jam. He's 1 strike away, actually, to maintain the Richland lead. The pitch. That one got away and
hit him in the foot, too.
Drake just put his body in front of that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to coax out a hit by pitch.
Drake doesn't use a batting glove either, does he?
No.
Unusually.
Got those calloused hands.
2-2 pitch, swung on, fouled away. Down the left field line that time, staying alive. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, Jackson Nichols, it seems like he's been out there at third for like an hour, doesn't it?
I know. Need to get him in.
Andrew steps off, and now we'll do it all over again. Andrews gets a sign from Drake. He's ready. Now the pitch. Swung on. Chopper. Foul down the first base line. Well, I'll say this. Drake's got a battle going with him. Mother, an 8th grade teacher at Eagleville. She's probably heart's beating a little fast right now. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fly ball, pretty well hit, but it's going to be caught out there by Jackson. And I got to give the kid credit. Andrews comes out of it. The bases are loaded and nobody out, and they do not score. No runs. There were 3 hits. No errors. 3 Eagles left. We've completed 4. Brian will take over from here. It's 8-5. Richland leads Eagleville.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door.
Whether you have a quarter acre or several, Las Casas Feed Supply has premium feeds and dog foods you can't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
Plus, every Saturday morning they have a local producer-only farmer's market with fresh vegetables, beef, pork, and more.
Customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Family owned and operated by Coy and Jennifer Young, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
experience. Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a sheriff's office that really sets the standard.
Kenneth Barrett as Rutherford County Sheriff is a leader you can count on.
I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer Jam Stewart.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
It's on WGNS and Big GTV is brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Alex Williams, located at 403 St. Clair Street. That's State Farm Agent Alex Williams. Give him a call at 615-898-1150. That's AlexWilliamsInsurance.com. We go to the top of the fifth. Brian, get us some runs.
Well, first of all, we got to stop this Richland Raider bunch here who have 11 hits in the game. Eagleville with 9 of their own. So they've out-hit us, and they lead 8-5. Jacob Sweeney to face the 9-1 and 2 hitters, and this one hit him in the forearm. So they have been the lucky Ducks today. They have had the leadoff man aboard every single inning now.
Up next, number 23.
That's the first walk. I'm sorry, the first hit batter. There have been 4 walks total. And that takes us to Gavin Schrader, top of the order. He is 2 for 3 today. A double, a single, a run scored, and a run driven in. We're in the top of the 5th, and now a throw over, and back safely is Nelson. Three runs in the first for Richland, then 5 for Eagleville in the bottom of the first, then the rain delay, and since then Eagleville has goose eggs on the board. Need to change that in a hurry. Pitch is in for a strike called, and the count is 1-1, I think, or is that the first pitch to him? It's the first pitch, I guess. Strike in the column. So the 1-strike pitch on the way. This is outside for ball 1. You've got kind of a haze over the field now, but that's from the grill and not from anything else.
Yeah, it's calling my name here in a few minutes, too. It's almost supper time.
Yeah, getting that way. Sun trying to peek out here. Now another throw over. Nelson gets back standing. Sweeney takes a long look over. Check of the runner again. And now the throw to the plate. Swing and a miss. Got Schrader out in front of that one.
It's still, I mean, 3 runs is not bad. We could get an inning together, and I thought we were going to have it that inning, but
need to get out of this one and get the bats back out there and hopefully going. This pitch way high. It's a ball and 2 strikes to Gavin Schrader. 2 balls, 2 strikes, sorry. I'm a little ahead of the scoreboard here. A big 2-2 coming up from Sweeney right now, and here it is. Swing and a miss, a little change up in there, and struck him out. That is, let's see, is that the 3rd strikeout?
Yes.
Okay. Had so many different things happen. So the first out of the inning, and that brings Camden Drake to the plate.
Richland has had their hitting shoes on, but we need a retirement here. He's bunted back to the mound, struck out, and singled and drove in a run, has Camden Drake. Here's the first offer to him. Just misses on that outer corner. Spears giving some encouragement to Sweeney. The pitch on the way, and it's going to bounce off of the mitt of Spears, roll to the backstop, and the wild pitch gets Nelson into scoring position now.
I think that's going to be a
pass ball.
Yeah.
It wasn't the pitch. It
kind
was
of a little mix-up there.
So the pass ball has Nelson down at second. The 68th pitch here for Nelson. I'm sorry, for Sweeney. To Drake. It's on the way. Swung on. High fly ball, right field. Reminiski drifting under it and makes the grab. Slips out there in the outfield, but gets the throw in and holds Nelson at second. Two away.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened more often, players slipping, because that took a ton of rain.
Jamison Andrews.
Put his leg back there to get a little extra in that throw in and slipped, but that didn't cost him as he got the ball in and held Nelson at second. So two away for Jamison Andrews. They have not had a scoreless inning yet. We need this to be the one. Check of the runner at second, and the pitch on the way out in front of that one, and it's a swing and a miss. Andrews has been on all three times, so he's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk. How about K number 4 here for Jacob Sweeney? Takes a peek back at second, and now the 0-1. Misses high and outside. 8-11-1 for Richland, 5-9-1 for Eagleville. It's the Class Single A state title game for the 5th year in a row for Eagleville. Here's the pitch. In for a strike 2. Oh, the umpire makes me nervous. Eagleville softball coach Chad Lehman is out to watch the baseball team. His team will hit the diamond tomorrow in Shelbyville at 10 a.m. to try to win back-to-back state championships. Here's the 1-2 upstairs.
When the tent starts to rise, is that an issue?
It's really kind of freaking me out because it's this leg that pops up. Like that.
And then slides down.
Yep. The 2-2. Fouled back. Just got a piece of it. Well, I thought that was strike 3. Would have been, but just caught a little piece of the pipe there. Andrews back in. And Jacob Sweeney comes set for this 2-2 pitch once again. Long look at the runner at second. Nelson, and the pitch misses inside this time, and great job of Spears giving up his body to the left there to make that grab and hold Nelson down at second. So the count goes full to Jamison Andrews. Don't want to lose him here. The payoff pitch. Strike 3 called, inning over. So this time Jacob Sweeney comes back with 2 strikeouts in the inning. There was a flyout, there was a hit batter, but that hit batter is going to be left stranded down at second base. No runs, no hits for the first time today, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Let's go get some runs, Eagles. It's 8-5. Richland on top. State Farm Prep Sports.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Tonight's game or today's game or whatever, afternoon or evening, is brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Middle Tennessee Christian School, and good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood, but he can still see you. Doesn't make a difference. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700.
Severi Freeze Duke, or Severi Freeze Sweeney. The 6, 7, 8 hitters will be up for the Eagleville Eagles here. John, this is high school event 158 for us today. You pair that with 153 MTSU events for the year. We're up to 311 since mid-August.
Number 1, Adrian Severi.
So we'll be staring down 159 tomorrow.
Oh, shame we can go 160.
Yeah, got close.
You want to go play a game of checkers or something and cover it?
First pitch on the way. First pitch swinging. And it's a fly ball into right center field. And back over is Nelson to make that grab in center field. One pitch, one out, and the retirement of Adrian Severi.
Now number 22, Kelton Freeze.
So Kelton Freeze, your batter. He's been on twice today. He's singled, he's walked. And ready for the first pitch from Jamison Andrews. And got the strike called right down the middle. Andrews got out of a major jam. Back-to-back-to-back hits for Eagleville with nobody out. And he retired the last 3. Well, a couple of flyouts and a pop-out. This one misses high. That right now is maybe, well, that is the difference in this ball game. You get those 3 in, we're in a tie game. Eagleville needing some runs. Pitch inside, it's 2-1 now. There's been some warm-up in the bullpen, and looks like Duke is on deck, so we may see a new pitcher for Eagleville too. This pitch misses inside, or outside rather. 3-1. See if Freeze takes one here. Pitch is on the way. He doesn't. He flies this one out to left. Coming over is Jackson and makes the grab and about mid-shallow left field. And there are 2 away.
Now,
well, we've hit
6,
one to
J.R.
right
Duke.
center and left center. Let's see what Duke can do here. His second at bat. He struck, or this is his second. He struck out back in the first, which was a long time ago now. This one misses high and on the outer half and draws displeasure from the Richland Raider fans.
This one hits the spot. So it's all even at 1 apiece now. The pitch, duck and cover. And Duke is, shall we say, vertically challenged, so that was a low screamer coming in. 2 balls and a strike. This one fouled back somewhere this way. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. There has not been a 1-2-3 inning yet. This pitch in the dirt and outside. Take it full. We don't want this to be the first half inning of such. See if we can get a little 2-out rally going. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that's not going to happen. The inning is over. And that is the 5th strikeout for Jamison Andrews. And after getting out of the back-to-back-to-back hits last inning, the last 6 batters have been retired. No runs, no hits, no one left on. We have completed 5 with the score in the state championship game, 8-5 Richland over Eagleville. State Farm Prep Sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
If your job situation is changing because of layoffs or restructuring, you may have to make several decisions. One important decision may be what to do with your retirement plan. Make sure your retirement stays on track. I'm Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I'd like to help. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056 for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
True Blue Raider fans don't This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
We are back here at Riverdale for the state title game with Richland and Eagleville. Rutherford County Schools bringing you this half inning, innovative pathways, award-winning athletics, and a commitment to every student. Rutherford County Schools is preparing the next generation for success in college and beyond. Explore the programs and schools defining the RCS difference at rcschools.net.
They're keeping it up there, I think.
Do y'all know if the scoreboard's correct? The coach is asking me. I would think it's correct. Okay. All right.
We do have a new pitcher, and the new pitcher is Carter Warbritton. Thought we might see that here this inning. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 innings pitched by Sweeney. Here's the first pitch from Warbritton to Tucker Mayo.
He's up again.
Yep. He's walked, he struck out, but he's also had a 3-run homer. This one misses outside, and it's 2-0. This has been the part of the order that has given Eagleville fits. The pitch. There's a strike. With Duke batting the last half inning, this is what led us to this point. This pitch misses on the outer half. Top of the 6th. Right now, Eagleville needs to hold them right here. This one misses low. And once again, the leadoff guy aboard. Through 6 innings,
The leadoff man has been on 6 times.
Sorry.
Yeah, and you keep doing that. There's just so many times that you can prevent them from scoring. I mean, it's
kind of flirting with it, aren't you?
Yeah, flirting with that and the walks.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walks and a hit batter today for the Eagleville pitching staff. That brings up Gage Witt. This one misses high, and it's going to bounce away from Spears. And down to second base is Tucker Mayo. So they have some insurance down at Sackett. I don't know what. There's some conversation going on with the Richland head coach and the first base coach, and I don't know what. That's Todd Williamson, isn't it? No, that's not Todd. I can't see through the fence. That's the Richland first base coach. I don't know what they're talking about. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Warburton, lined into right field. Pretty well hit. Reminiski camps under it. Going to throw it in and hold the runner at second. Glad to get that retirement of Gage Witt.
Well, I don't know if you heard, but the coach came over from Richland and asked about the pitch count because I think he's wanting to know, and he asked me who has that information, and the only one I could point to was upstairs because they're keeping a pitch count here, I would think, on the screen.
That was the umpire, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but the Richland coach had come out earlier.
Well, this is Warbritton's first inning of work. This misses low, and Spears keeps it in front of him.
I think it has to do with Andrews. You know, because he's been
ahead.
out there a while. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings. Is that right? Yeah, 5, 6, yes. Yep.
He's up to 87 pitches according to the scoreboard. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike called on the outer half.
So if they just get disqualified, it's because I couldn't give them the answer to that.
Well, then I would have fed them wrong information. Just kidding. 1 out in the inning, 1 runner on. He's at second, and that's Tucker Mayo. The pitch swung on, hit very well to left field, drifting back and back is Blair. It's off the wall. Blair picks it up, the throw in, not in time, and another run is across for the Richland Raiders. It's now 9-5. And it's going to be an RBI double for Jack Jackson.
Next up, number 33, Will Shirey.
He's got 3 hits on the day. He's driven in 2.
Walks have seemed to, every one of the walks seem to have scored.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 of the 5 have scored. And 1 was thrown out at home. Here's a liner to short. Freeze up with it, the throw to first, and that's out number 2. Well, right now, you definitely can't afford to let them score anymore. Their only scoreless inning was the 5th. They've already gotten 1 across here in the 6th. And Eagleville only has 6 more outs to work with. Warburton with the sign. And the pitch on the way. This is high. That name Warburton is synonymous with Eagleville Athletics.
Mom's a teacher there, and she's had some athletes come through her family.
Absolutely. And so
Riley was a good softball player.
That's right. 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Brigham Worsham, the batter. Richland, a region opponent. Eagle is 1-2 against them this year. Pitch misses outside.
Having a little trouble reaching that outside corner. He's gone there several times, just a little low.
That led to Tucker Mayo's walk, and now it's a 3-0 count to Worsham, and this one misses high as well. So that puts runners at the corners. And now coming out is Tanner Mabry. So this will kind of give us a moment. I think we've also got a runner. No, that's Worsham.
Yeah, he came over from first to join in the conversation. Rutherford County Schools, they're innovative and they have pathways, award-winning athletics, a commitment to every student. Rutherford County Schools preparing the next generation for success in college and beyond. You can explore the programs in schools, defining the RCS difference at rcschools.net. Also want to thank Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza of Franklin's Print Works, and SRM Concrete. They're locally grown, nationally known. You call, we haul. Listen to each pregame and postgame show for the SRM Concrete Solid Performer.
And the conversation has been completed with Coach Mabry, and
that was rather a lengthy one. The umpire
it was. He kind of let the
gave him a little
conversation
extra
go.
minute, yeah.
State championship game here. Last game of the season. This is where you want to be playing, last game of the season. One more sport to get through tomorrow, and that's softball. We'll have the Stewart's Creek Maryville State title game for Class 4A tomorrow. 12:15 airtime on State Farm Prep Sports. Emerson Nelson, your batter here, and the first pitch to him. They're going to allow Worsham to take second. So Spears didn't want to make a throw down or anything like that, just to stay safe. This pitch is low for a ball, and it's 2-0. Moore-Britton has been behind here. Every batter, 2 walks in the inning and a hit and a run across for Richland. The pitch fouled back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 walks and a hit batter. That's not what you want. Now 12 hits for Richland as well. 9-5 our score, Richland up. The pitch fouled away. And just like that, Warburton has climbed back in the count. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 more out to get out of the inning. The sign relayed from Spears. Warburton comes set. The pitch is swung on, fouled back. That's happened on 3 straight pitches now, as the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spears with the sign, and a big deep breath by Carter Warburton. The pitch. This one misses high, and our count is full once again. This will be the 22nd pitch of the inning for Carter Warburton, who came in to start this 6th. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch, swung on to right field. It's going to drop. 1 run is in, and it's now 10-5 Richland. Jackson comes in for run number 10. Worsham goes to third.
and give an RBI single to right to Emerson Nelson.
Pretty good hitter for the number 9 hole, isn't he?
Yep.
2 for 3 today and a walk.
2 for 3 and a walk, as you said, and 2 driven in and a run scored. And that's going to be the day for Mr. Warburton. So we've got a pitching change here. The Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. We'll take a break, come back, tell you who the new Eagleville pitcher is. Eagleville is trailing Richland in the top of the 6th, 10-5 on State Farm Prep Sports.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams. Give me a call at 615-898-1150, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Eden Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. That's State Farm agent Emerson Williams. Give him a call at 615-459-2683.
Ryan Barrett and John Dinkins here with you. The new pitcher is Ethan Tucker. Ethan Tucker is a sophomore, and he takes the mound. Warburton went 2/3 of an inning. 2 runs so far, with runners at first and third belonging to him. Gave up 2 hits and 2 walks. Yes, 2 hits, 2 walks. So right now, Ethan Tucker, his job is to get an out. 1 single solitary out right here, right now, and it's the top of the order for the Richland Raiders. Some instructions from Mason Spears being relayed. Tucker covering his face with the glove. Now comes set. The pitch misses outside and low. Takes a peek at the dugout and shakes in agreement to whatever was said to him from there. Takes a look back at first. That's where Nelson is. Pitch is a chopper. Going to be a tough play, but it's going to be the first baseman, Nichols, who makes the catch, and then the throw over to Ethan Tucker. So that goes 3-1 on the putout. And it's going to end the 6th inning for Richland. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 walks, and there were 2 left. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. It's time to go get some runs. Eagleville trails by 5 on State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by Sir Pizza, Craig's Tax Service, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, and Parks Auction. Here we go, Eagles. They got to get some runs. Let's go. Get your rally cap on, Brian.
Jamison Andrews is back out there. This will be the 88th pitch. It's Nichols, then the top of the order for Eagleville. Pokes the bat out there to bunt it, try to get down the third base line, but it's foul. Need base runners? A lot of them. Six more outs to work with here.
Yeah, good idea to bunt there.
0-1. Here's the pitch, swung on, line down the third base side. Nichols has flied out to center field and an infield single for him in the fourth. His third at bat, 1 for 2, and now he steps out. Time called as the ball comes from the bullpen area of Eagleville. Kind of gets away. 0-2. The pitch swung on, right back up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. That's a way to get it started, Jackson.
Well, he's had a good day, 2 for 3.
Gets us to the top of the order with the runner aboard.
Now up, number 8, Carter Blair.
Carter Blair. Carter has reached all 3 times as well. Once on an error, he scored a run in first and has singled twice since then. Eagleville needs a big, big, big inning. Andrews is going to stay out there as long as Eagleville doesn't clobber him. That's the first hit given up since the 4th inning. Here's the pitch to the plate. It's going to get by, and taking second on the wild pitch is Nichols. Gets this Eagleville crowd going. We've now gotten into double figures with hits as well. That's the 10th hit. Nichols with the 10th hit. We need to string together about 10 more here. Pitch on the way, low. And it's 2-0. Runner in scoring position for the first time since the 4th. The 4th inning was big, had the bases loaded, and Jamison got out of it. This one high. 3 balls, no strikes. Cannot allow that to happen again. And maybe close to the end of the day as Matthew Sakowitz makes his way out to the mound. And Jamison is at 93 pitches, and Eagleville is going to make the Ideas Tees call to the bullpen. So the day is over for Jamison Andrews. And we're going to take a break. Come back. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is. Eagleville trying to rally here, down 10-5 to Richland in the state title game on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, where, of course, they've got barbecue and smoked chicken, ribs, but they have other favorites.
Our chicken tenders are delicious. We bread them here ourselves. We have so many different kinds of sides, and our nachos are really good and popular. I love the menu. I could literally eat here every day.
Anne-Marie Brent's at Rick's Barbecue.
We're thankful for the customers. We have a lot of regulars, loyal customers that come in, and when they come in, I already know their order.
Bet you're hungry now. We'll see you at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Experience matters, but so does change. I'm Kenneth Barrett. I spent 28 years serving and protecting our county. I've seen what works, and I've seen what needs to be better. When elected, I'm not looking to keep things the same. I'm ready to bring positive change to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office. Servant leadership, transparency, I'm committed to making this county safer for every family. Together, we can build a sheriff's office that really sets the standard.
Kenneth Barrett as Rutherford County Sheriff is a leader you can count on.
I'd love to earn your vote. Let's make Rutherford County the best it can be.
Paid for by Kenneth Barrett for Sheriff, Treasurer J.M. Stewart.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
The new pitcher is going to be Tucker Mayo. Mayo comes in from third. Andrews will go back to second base, and Shirey will move from second back to third base. So both Andrews and Shirey back in their normal spots here. And the count is 3-0 to Carter Blair after the Nichols single. Eagleville trying to rally here, down 10-5 to Richland. Carter has not been denied being on today. Mayo just the third pitcher for the Richland Raiders. You got to think, and now time called by Carter Blair. You got to think we're getting pretty deep into both teams' pitching here. First pitch from Mayo is in for a strike called.
Well, I tell you, Andrews saved them. I mean,
yes, he did.
He went 4 2/3 and no runs. We haven't scored since the first, you know.
That is right.
Let's change that right now.
Breaking pitch in for strike 2. And so 2 pitches, and Mayo has climbed to a full count after Andrews was down 3-0. The pitch swung on, line drive left field, drifting back. Jackson makes the grab for out number 1. Hit pretty well, but
now,
Jackson made the catch out there.
Sam Dodd.
Which Jackson is it? That's C. Jackson Cooper. Sam Dodd, your batter. 1 for 3. Here to face Mayo. Pitch in for a strike. Boy, he's throwing bullets right now.
The one last bullet he's got in the arsenal, I would imagine. He saved him.
Maybe so. The pitch. Lined past the third baseman. It gets through the gap. And they're going to send him. The ball gets away. Here comes a run for the Eagles. And in at second. Out. Oh, no. Tried to slide in under the tag, and they got Sam Dodd. My gosh. Can't catch a break. So it's a single. An RBI for Sam Dodd. And out at second.
Number 13.
And now there are 2 away. 10-6. Popped up right side. I hope it's out of play, and it is. Eagles got 4 outs to work with and trail by 4 runs. It's 10-6. Mayo kicks and fires. Fastball in there. That one came across at 80 miles an hour. The pitch, this one in the dirt, going to bounce high and bounce into the screen. And that would have been Dodd to third had he not just missed getting into second by the hair on his chinny chin chin. 2 outs in the inning. The 1-2 fouled at the plate.
Yeah, bounced off him, off of Gleason.
Brody singled, scored a run, struck out, and flied out to right.
Here's the pitch to him. Chopper down the third base side, and what a grab by Coach Bassham out there.
Still got it, hadn't he?
Pretty quick moves.
Kind of one-handed it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brian, he stayed in shape. We didn't. Oh, I guess I should speak for myself.
Wow, yeah. This pitch is low. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Brody Gleason, the batter. The pitch. Breaking pitch is swung on and missed. And the inning is over. One run for Eagle. 2 hits. Runner thrown out at second. Leaves the bases empty. 3 more outs to work with for Eagle, and they trail by 4 runs. It's Richland 10, Eagle 6. Got to hold them here, Eagles, when we come back. This is State Farm Prep Sports.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Alex Williams, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. Can't go wrong with any of those people right there.
Good folks. Every single one of them. Richland will send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters here in the 7th. Camden Drake, in 7 innings, this will be his 5th plate appearance. That tells you a little something, doesn't it? He singled, drove in a run, he struck out, he bunted to the pitcher, and flied out to right. So 1 for 4. We hope he's 1 for 5. Pitch fouled at the plate. Pitch from Ethan Tucker back out. Came in and completed a 1/3 of an inning. The job for Eagleville is to hold them right here. The pitch on the way in the dirt. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Been a lot of changes this whole week. Rain and such. This one blows by him. Swing and a miss. Cam Drake couldn't catch up to that one, and ahead in the count is Ethan Tucker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's been yet another change for softball tomorrow. The pitch is low. 2-2. So Eagleville fans have had to go to Wilson Central for baseball all week. And softball will be going to Shelbyville tomorrow to play in the state championship game in the morning. Pitch is strike 3 called. And shaking his head in disagreement is Cam Drake. But they rung him up, and that's strikeout number 1 for Tucker. Good start here to the 7th. Jamison Andrews. He is 2 for 3 with a walk, 2 runs scored, single and a double. And a strikeout in there too. First pitch, this is high. So it's 1-0. Tucker Mayo is on deck, and we want him to be on deck with 2 outs. Swung on, popped up, left side, and out of play. Richland and Eagleville have had some battles, and every one of them just about have been crucially important in postseason play. Here's the pitch on the way, misses outside. In what has been a, quote, rebuilding year for Eagleville, they're back in the state championship game. 2-1. Just a bit high again. So you might replace that word rebuild with reload. The pitch, swing and a miss. Got him chasing one about letter high, and it's 3-2.
Well, whatever happens today, it's a remarkable run that Eagleville's been on.
Absolutely.
It's almost unheard of, really.
Well, it's history making. Swung on. Line to right field. Reminiski going back. And it's going to be off the wall. He's going to be in standing at second with a double. Jamison kept alive in the count. And now coaxes a double. And a 3 for 4 day.
Yeah, 3 for 4 and a walk.
Now up, number 10, Tucker Mayo.
So this is exactly what you didn't want to happen, is have Andrews on with Mayo coming to the plate.
Maybe he'll be worried too much about his next inning.
True. He's really what got their Raider offense going. A 3-run homer in the first. Pitch misses on the outer half. 14 hits now for the Richland Raiders. I keep wanting to call them Red Raiders, but they're not Coffee County. (10-6) Richland up here in this one. Here's a chopper to short, and they were playing the second base side, and it's going to get past Freeze, and a run is in. Going to second on the throw home was Mayo, but he delivers an RBI single. And it's now 11-6. So a single, an RBI. And coming in for the 11th run of the game was Jamison Andrews. Of course, he was running at the crack of the bat. So Gage Witt is now your batter. They have had hits all up and down this lineup. This is on the outer half. Witt has singled twice. He has walked and flied out to right. So he is 2 for 3 with a walk and a run scored today. Pitch lined into center field. Very well hit. And what a grab out there by Adrian Severi. Right at the warning track. Nicely done by Severi out there in center field. Two away.
Give him a blue star. He's been doing that all through this tournament. Super catch there.
That was caught right in front of the 360 sign. They're going to come in with Mylan Dickey running at, whoops.
Yeah, get Mayo off the base pass because he's got a pitch.
Jack Jackson is your batter. I thought I saw the number, but I misread it of the runner out there and may not be on my roster. First pitch is loose there for Spears. Can't find it. And the runner for Mayo advances to third now. 2 outs in the inning. It may be Kaysen Stout running. I just haven't been able to catch the number.
I'm not going to worry about him. I'm worried about getting another out here. It's 1-0. This is low and outside. It's Brooks Bratton running. I guess I did worry about it, didn't I?
You jumped right on it. I had it covered, in case you didn't.
11-6 Richland. Here's a chopper to short. Freeze up with it. The throw across the diamond. Did he get him? Yes, sir.
Nice tag there by Nichols.
Jackson grounds out to short, and the inning over. Richland gets a run on 2 hits, and there was one left. Well, it's all come down to this. Bottom of the 7th. Eagleville trails 11-6, and we've got the 4, 5, 6 hitters, and hopefully many more coming up to the plate for the Eagles when we come back on State Farm Single-A Championship Baseball coverage.
This is a paid legal ad.
If I had to rate the office of John Day,
I would definitely give him a 5-star rating.
it's 20 stars.
Probably like 100 stars. John Day's office was wonderful.
They are caring.
Call the law offices of John Day.
I would recommend them to everyone.
Over 1,000 times a year, a lawyer refers someone who needs help in a personal injury or wrongful death case to us because we treat every referral in a timely, professional way. Trust the lawyers other lawyers trust. Trust the law offices of John Day.
Convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
This inning brought to you by Sir Pizza, sponsor of our Game and Coaches Show podcast. Find them at wgnssports.com or wherever you listen to audio. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard.
Tucker Mayo has finished warming up, and here is Wyatt McDougal. McDougal also homered in this game. Pitch swung on, little blooper to second. Here's the throw to first in time. Eagleville down to the last 2 outs now. McDougal retired, and here's Drake Rimaniski. Rimaniski has walked, scored a run, singled, almost scored a run. It's mowed down at home plate. He is 1 for 2 with a walk and takes a strike on the first pitch from Mayo, who has been throwing darts since he came in. In the 6th, and there's strike 2. No. I'll let the crowd fool me there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Chopper over the mound. Deep in the hole, and it gets into the outfield, and it's a single for Rimaniski. 2 for 3 today for Drake. This needs to be the string of long.
Now, number 1, Adrian.
A long streak, I should say, of hits and walks and whatever.
Keep the line moving.
Adrian Severi to the plate. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. And here's the pitch in the dirt. If you could just find the chink in Mayo's armor here and get him frustrated. I don't know how much more they've got in the pitching. It doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, though. Strike across, and it's 1-1. Eagleville down 11-6. The pitch. Did he go? He did not, and it's low for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. They appeal to first, and they say he did not go.
Might have caught a break there.
Might have. I don't think
Yeah. I won't say anything else. 2 balls, 1 strike to Severi. Mayo's pitch, low, ball 3 now.
Well, you got to be thinking, get on any way you can. I mean,
whatever it takes. Take a walk, sure. I'll take a walk. And the pitch from Mayo, swung on, popped up, back this way. It's going to stay in the field of play. The catcher, Drake, can he catch it? Oh, he does, goes to his knees and made an awesome catch down the third base line for out number 2.
Caught it as he was going down. It looked like he tripped a little bit. Still was able to hang on.
I think that's really 2 great plays he's made behind the plate today.
Now batting for the Eagles.
And Eagle down to their last out here as
Tucker McCleary is batting.
Tucker McCleary, number 16, McCleary. So Tucker McCleary batting for Kelton Freeze. Pitch, this is outside and low. Ball 1. And the pitch, swung on, fouled back into the screen. So it's 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch. Here's a high chopper over the mound, deep in the hole. It's going to be picked up by the shortstop and a throw to first, and your ball game is over. Richland has defeated Eagleville and has ended their reign as the 4-time state champion. Final score, Richland 11, Eagleville 6. And the Richland dog pile out there between first and second. And Richland has won a state title over their rival Eagleville.
Ladies and gentlemen, no fans allowed on the field.
Great game.
We now have the trophy ceremony coming
And
up
they're
in
going to
just
present the
a couple of
trophies
minutes.
and a runner-up trophy
Again,
going to
please,
Eagleville. And I know that there's disappointment, but gosh, what a streak these Eagles have been on. Dropped their first game in the postseason in 5 years
Isn't that
today.
unbelievable? Unbelievable.
This is the first loss in 5 years in the postseason, and it comes in the championship game. Final score, 11-6. The Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show is next here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Here's Marcia Saalfeld with First Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee.
Friday nights are all about football, teamwork, strategy, and moving the ball forward. And when it comes to your mortgage, I bring that same game plan to help you win. Whether it's buying your first home, upgrading, or even refinancing to save big. From first downs to first homes and from refinancing to new beginnings, I'll work with you every step of the way. Call me, Marcia Saalfeld at First Mortgage, and let's open the door to your future.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NLMS 401715.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
At Rutherford County Schools, education is about more than classrooms. It's opportunities. From innovative career and technical education pathways to award-winning athletics, arts, and academics, our students are preparing for success in college, careers, and beyond. Dedicated teachers, strong community partnerships, and a commitment to every student every day. That's the RCS difference. Learn more about our schools, programs, and opportunities at rcschools.net.
The final whistle has blown. Now it's time to break down all the action on the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. Stats, highlights, scores, everything you need to relive tonight's action. Brought to you by Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. From heating to cooling, they service all major brands and often provide same-day service. Their Rheem Pro team is dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable in every season. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your hometown comfort pros on West College Street. Now back to the primetime sports team to wrap up tonight's action.
Well, welcome back here to Riverdale. Eagleville going out to hoist the state runner-up trophy. Going out as a team here, and congratulations to Eagleville. There are some long faces, but man, I tell you what.
You know, you just killed me with that stat. I mean, I just couldn't believe that. And it's an easy stat, but I never thought they haven't lost a game in 5 years in state. Unbelievable.
That's right.
I mean, that's a lot of games.
And this year was the first year they lost a game in the postseason period in the region, and guess who it was to? Richland.
Richland, yeah.
So that was the first time they had lost but here in the state tournament today, their first loss. Coming through unblemished in their bracket for the 5th year in a row. Well, boy, a lot to really unpack, but we'll do it in a short amount of time here. John, first things first, our SRM Concrete Solid Performer. I don't know what your thoughts are. McDougal had a 3-run homer in the first, and really most of all of their scoring was in the first.
I think that's fair. Wyatt got the big 3-run homer in the first. We were looking good there for a while.
Yeah, until that rain delay, honestly. Yeah, and only scored 1 run after that. But that's your SRM Concrete Solid Performer. SRM Concrete, locally grown, nationally known, and proud to support our Rutherford County athletes. Well, let's talk about our stats here in the game. They're from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, Richland was led by Jamison Andrews, a 3-for-4 day, a 2-run score. Tucker Mayo was 2 for 2 with a 3-run homer, and that's highlights them. For Eagleville, Carter Blair was 2 for 4. Sam Dodd 2 for 4. Brody Gleason 1 for 3. Wyatt McDougal 1 for 4. Drake Reminiski 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Adrian Severi 1 for 4. Kelton Freeze 1 for 3. And Jackson Nichols 2 for 3. They had everybody but one had hits in the game, and they scored 6 runs. It just wasn't enough today. Let me look over the pitching real quickly. Blair started, went 1 inning, gave up 3 runs. Sweeney, 4 innings, 5 runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a hit batter. He was followed by Ward Britton, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs on 2 hits. And Tucker finished on 1 2/3. He gave up a run as well.
All right, stats from JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, as well as our friends at Winners Trophies and Fans Heating and Air. Well, that's going to about wrap us up here. Did want to tell you that there has been a small change in tomorrow's schedule. Yet another update, Eagleville fans. The Eagleville-McEwen game is now going to be at 3 p.m. at Shelbyville Central High School. I guess they got a lot more rain down there, even with the turf field, and so they're going to have to allow some extra drainage, something. I don't know. But it's like the 4th change, I think, for the championship game for them. But that's going to be at 3 o'clock tomorrow at Shelbyville Central with McEwen. We will have the broadcast here on WGNS of Stewart's Creek versus Maryville. That'll be at 12:15 airtime. 12:30 will be right here at Riverdale, but just up on the softball field to bring that to you. And it's our 159th high school event this year and our final one. So, John, final word. Congrats to Eagleville on another fine season, I guess.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach Bassham and the Eagleville Eagles, and what a run. I mean, five going for the 5th one. And most people don't see one in a career, and he's got 4 there from Eagleville. So congratulations to him and the team, and we've enjoyed covering them. And me a little closer than maybe others because I got some ties there. So anyway, disappointed, I know, but they'll move on, and who knows, they could be back.
Well, they've got the softball team to root for tomorrow, and we'll certainly be doing that as well. And rooting on Stewart's Creek tomorrow, so hope you'll join us for that. That's going to wrap up our coverage here today. We've got a special late edition of the Blue Raider podcast with Jake Bolden coming up, then to Braves baseball in progress. And my thanks to Jackson Smith back at the station for all of his hard work today and this week. One more to do, pal, and we'll finish up the week. Appreciate Jackson, and thanks to John Dinkins and our friends here at Riverdale. I'm Brian Barrett saying so long until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit wgnssports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, primetime sports director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a primetime sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network. Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit wgnssports.com